So I'm Lizzie Fitz, and this is Spinally Fitz. So if it wasn't for injuring my right hip and having some aches and pains as I've gone through my life as a dancer and whatnot, we would just not have the RollersizeR. So Spinally Fitz means if you have back pain, neck pain, pain in your back, these are exercises that loosen up those muscles and give you a little bit more freedom. All I know is the hip pain that I had is now minimal because I'm spinally fit. So here is the exercise that changed my life and is the first exercise I usually do with all of my clients as an online trainer, and we call it Whittle. Psoas muscle release is what it's called in the Fitz gallery. I put it underneath point placement number 4, which is your waistline. If you're tight, you're going to feel like, oh, wow, what's going on? This isn't, what is this thing? It's because you don't have your curves, you don't have the curve of your spine. And I just let the RollersizeR just be there and have a wonderful time. It's getting my spine aligned. Okay, and then I put my arms out and I go back and forth and I whittle. And as I do it, I can just feel my spine opening up. Keep your tummy in. Sometimes you might get a little click, and that's called a little natural chiropractic, and it just feels so good. I'm not clicking anymore because I'm pretty much aligned. Then I'll do the leg over and stay there. Shoulders are down, and I'll bring my leg up. Okay, now that shoulder, see, that shoulder be up, I grab my foot. Now, if you're 25 or something, your foot's probably up there. That's okay. I don't care. Okay? And I do both sides. You get the picture? Okay? So now, come back. I've done the whittles, and I've done that exercise in the Fitz called, just to make sure we're on point here, waist whittles. That was called the X twist. Could you see the X? Okay, after the X twist, it's time to give yourself a hug. When you have back pain, and you're going for that bottle of meds, you don't need it as much as you think. You need to get on the floor, get your RollersizeR in the right places, and give yourself a hug. Sometimes, if you're a little tired, I just tell my clients to just rock a little bit. Give yourself a hug. Just give yourself a hug anyway. Okay. Then, once you've given yourself a hug, you give yourself, see, legs are funny. They can be very, one leg can always be better than the other one. They're like a child. Put the RollersizeR underneath your glutes. You bring this leg up and you give it a hug, and this one goes out to play. And you really get that nice stretch. You want that leg to be as straight as possible so that little psoas muscle gets like stretched out. And you fill it in. And the RollersizeR's helping me do this and get a little bit more stretch. Give yourself a hug. Feel that stretch. So simple, so easy. And with the Spinally Fitz, it's not even about reps. It's about just being in it, letting it happen, and letting the spine loosen up after you've given yourself a hug. Upper back stretch. Now, we've done this in another video, where the upper back stretch, but I'm going to do it again because I love this exercise. And this is point placement number 3. It's behind the chest. Oh, yeah. And you just let it be in the upper back. And sometimes when I'm here, I really want even more of it, so I'll just stretch my legs out. And I'll just be like on a stretching table. And all I can tell you is, I don't take any painkillers. No, I'll have a glass of wine. Well, that's my painkiller. But when I'm doing these exercises, I feel so good. And when I get off my RollersizeR, which when you get off of it, you kind of roll off, you might feel a little dizzy. And that little dizziness is getting high on fitness and really making your back feel really luscious and your spine. Because if you have pain, it's hard to do your day. So if you like this, like it and subscribe for more of my crazy Lizzie Fits with the RollersizeR.